Hey there, it's Derek from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan. We're looking here at a Toyota Supra, this one the SZR, and a 1996 model. So the SZR comes with the Getrag 6-speed manual transmission, but it's the non-turbo version. And this vehicle has become quite expensive as the turbo ones have become expensive, partly because of the 6-speed manual. That Getrag transmission is worth a good deal, and it's a very strong and popular transmission that people like to have. Also, this one comes in this really gorgeous metallic blue color. Sadly, the paint is all rough everywhere, so it's going to need a full respray, but you do retain some of the value on a respray when you respray it in the original color. And so you can buy that from Toyota and get a shop to paint it for you. So this one has 146,000 kilometers on it, or 147, I guess. General condition is good other than the paint. And so this is a post-purchase inspection video. This one was bought from auction by us for export to Canada. Okay, so the 2JZ engine is in this one. Really easy to get parts for around the world. The non-turbo one is going to be even more reliable, even though the turbo ones are reliable. 146,000 kilometers with the timing belt changed means that you have a lot of life left in this one. It has an aftermarket air filter, which is a little bit noisy. It runs a manual distributor. It's kind of fun to look at. I think the turbo ones don't have that. Not manual, mechanical. And then has an aftermarket exhaust here, and that's nice and noisy. The Supra is such a good looking car, and it's no slouch without the turbo. With the turbo it's fantastic, but still 220 horsepower in this one, even though it has no turbo. So I'll have a look over the auction inspection sheet here, and I will translate that for you so you will understand the condition as bought from auction. I'm going to turn off the engine for now. That's a lot of keys. Okay, so I guess I could lower the hood too. Let's do that. HID headlights. Come on. Oh, my head. Ah, I got a sharp part in the hood. Don't put that on your head. I thought it would be cool, and it didn't work out. All right. So gorgeous lines. This has been lifted up for the purpose of shipping, I believe. I was actually on vacation, and I have to apologize to the customer of this. This was bought in early September, but not reported on until now because it was sent direct to port. There was some sort of an issue where the ferry company that ships it said that it was leaking coolant, but it wasn't in fact leaking coolant, but that delayed a vessel and delayed the report. So I'm very sorry personally for the customer for that, even in a circumstance where there's nothing we can do about it because we haven't seen the vehicle yet. It's still something I don't like to see. Anyway, let's read this. 1996 Supra SZR. This is an auction grade 3, which is technically the lowest grade out of all, but it can still be a good vehicle. For example, in this one here, it's a grade 3, probably because of the paint on it, because it's, as you can see, P3, P2, P3, P2 everywhere. And so that's really terrible paint, and that's probably why it's a grade 3. It would otherwise be a 3.5 probably. It says exterior E, interior C, 146,757 kilometers on here. Original 6-speed manual transmission. For the notes section from the seller, it says aftermarket wheels, which are BBS LM wheels, and they're 17, which used to be the appropriate size for these cars. I think nowadays everyone's used to bigger wheels, and so they can do 18s, but the 17 to me looks really good on a Supra, especially once you lower it and get the fitment right. Lowered, but in this case it's raised. It's adjustable height suspension. Aftermarket exhaust, aftermarket front bumper, aftermarket shift knob, veil side shift knob. I don't know which company does this bumper. The name that comes to mind is Bomex, but I might be wrong about that. So I don't know. If somebody does know, let me know in the comments. Okay, so seat has a rip. It's actually a very small one. It says small rip here. The dashboard deformed, very common thing on the Supra, around where the passenger airbag is and around the air vent. You can slightly see it here through the dashboard. It's not as bad as most of them, and so that's a win. Steering wheel wear. Yep, and it's the original steering wheel. Side mirror have paint fade. That's true. A very bad paint burn on this car. And side arrow is cracked. The cracks are right here. And then it has been poorly painted. The car's going to be great once it's repainted, but it is costly to repaint a car. Exterior has very small scratches and aftermarket air filter on it. And then if you look here, if you don't understand all of this, then you can check out the website. There's a key to what that means. But the body basically here says bad paint everywhere. Front bumper needs to be replaced. It says X2. That means like a crack in the front bumper. A4 is heavy scratches. A3 is heavy scratches. A4, yeah. So I won't dwell on it too much. I'll take you once around it. I'll show you some of the dents on it. There's one right above the driver's side door, which is kind of conspicuous. And the prices of these are going up. We're seeing now $20,000 for the non-turbos at the moment, even higher for a good condition one. I mean, a mid-condition one is around $20,000. The turbos, 30, 40, up to over 100 in some cases. Kind of crazy to think. It's weird that I've been in this business so long that we've seen the prices increase on all these 90s cars. And I've known about which ones are going to increase, but never really had the desire to buy any of the cars before the increase and store them. Partially because you need a lot of money to do that, and that money could be spent in other ways. Just showing you the paint condition on the car. Big scratches at the bottom of this side skirt. I'm not sad about that though. I really like the job that we do. It's starting to rain. So pretty much every panel is going to need to be repainted. Some heavy scratches here. And then one dent here. And there's another dent about half that size. Let's see if I can find where it is. Right there. Convenient having those storage containers beside me. Okay, I'll go into the trunk. Not the trunk. That's not the word I wanted to say. You'd think I'd be better at speaking English after 2 weeks in Canada. But no. Okay, so door cards are fine. This being a later model one, it has a better material on the dashboard, so it causes less scratches. The earlier ones up until 1995 were really bad for that, especially this area here. Mechanically, everything looks to be okay. It seems like a tie rod or a ball joint in the front end is maybe a little bit loose and in need of replacing. The car feels okay though. It's not too far gone yet, but it will need to be replaced soon. So the rip in the seat is right here. I'll just block the shadow so you can see. Okay. And this isn't the power seat, which is good. The power seats have a tendency to break. Oh, and this seat's been replaced at some point. This has its part number written on the side. Passenger seat is fine, and the back seats here, these commonly separate at the seams. I don't know why they do that. Forklift time. Trunk. Supra's embarrassingly shallow trunk. You get to see it. So you can put like 3 textbooks in there. It doesn't matter though. It's just comical because the butt of these is huge, and yet the fuel tank is underneath it. And so you don't get that deep. Oh, I just noticed another dent that I missed before. It's right there. It's shallow, but it's fairly medium-ish size, and sun faded on this. It's a little bit weird because it's not really sun faded on this side. And that seat can be flipped down to give you more room if you want like 6 textbooks in there. Okay, so there we have it. If you have any questions, let me know. You can check out our website. We're going to be awfully busy over the next few weeks as I'm shooting reports and extra replying to emails that I couldn't get to while I was on vacation. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching, and have a nice day.